Spent the last decade polishing the surface, making sure the light never served a harsh purpose. Every smile legit, every gesture rehearsed. Tried to make sure my narrative was never dispersed. From the script, the one that says you have to be whole. Tired of trading authenticity for crowd control. It's exhausting carrying the weight of the should be, when all I really needed was for somebody to see me. Foundation gets heavy, baby, the lacquer starts to break. I can feel the tremble, the risk I'm about to take. There's a fault line running right down the middle of my grace, and I can't hold this perfect version in place. But you are the soft focus, sanctuary, the only place where my truth isn't scary. I don't have to hide, shine, I don't need the perfect line. When I fall apart, you just rearrange the pieces into something divine. You love the static on the screen, the parts in between, where the pressure drops and I can't simply be seen. I keep these rough seams folded underneath the silk dress. The anxieties I swallow just to look effortless. There are chapters I regret, I usually edit out the sorrow. But you read those pages and asked me about tomorrow. You look at the dents, the places where I've chipped away, and you tell me that's texture, not something to throw away. You don't try to fix it, you don't try to smooth the tide. You just pull up a chair and let the real me reside. I'm letting the mask go, releasing the desperate grip. I can finally breathe, let the words fall from my lips. There's a freedom rushing right down the middle of my chest, knowing this flawed offering is finally put to the test. And you are the soft focus, sanctuary, the only place where my truth isn't scary. I don't have to hide, shine, I don't need the perfect line. When I fall apart, you just rearrange the pieces into something divine. You love the static on the screen, the parts in between, where the pressure drops and I can't simply be seen. Yeah. This isn't just intimacy, this is immunity. You built an airspace just for me, away from the scrutiny. You turn the volume down on the critics in my head. You just lay a gentle hand on all the things I thought were dead. You're not demanding perfection, you're just demanding my presence. And that's the purest kind of acceptance. Just breathe out the holding breath now. Oh, I can finally breathe now. Yeah, yeah, the soft focus, sanctuary. This is where the quiet finds glory. Yeah. Just the truth in you, soft focus. I trace the lines exactly where they fall. Then I run for the key in my locked front door. 'Cause I don't breathe easy till the weight of the day gets shed like the velvet jacket I push away. And I see the light shift, lessons I had to learn, that the armor I wear wasn't built for your concern. You are the unfinished canvas where I finally rest. Every brush stroke messy, you still love me best. No need for filters or the soft focus lens, where my almost and my sins make amends. You hold the soft geometry of my release, my safe harbor, my necessary peace. Yeah, you love the rough edges you see, the incomplete masterpiece that is me. Oh, I bring my heavy arc, cover mistakes I made, the promises I've broken, the doubts that never fade. And you don't flinch or look away, you just pour a clear glass of yesterday, saying, darling, that's just history's dust. You are more than who you were, I trust. I can shed the skin I wore that felt too tight, and stand naked in this low golden light. And I start to breathe easy now, the weight is away. You show me the beauty that was hidden in the gray, and I see the light shift, lessons you helped me learn, that I don't have to fake the fire just to burn. You are the unfinished canvas where I finally rest. Every brush stroke messy, you still love me best. No need for filters or the soft focus lens, where my almost and my sins make amends. You hold the soft geometry of my release, my safe harbor, my necessary peace. Yeah, you love the rough edges you see, the incomplete masterpiece that is me. Yeah. You are the lights trying to burn out the shadows I keep, but you built a fire where the shadows can sleep. You don't try to fix the damage, you just adjust the frame. You call my vulnerability by its real beautiful name, and you whisper, stay here, you don't have to win, just stop guarding the space where the healing begins. Every brush stroke messy, you still like the massive layers, so the soft focus lens, where my almost and my sins make a mess. You hold the soft geometry of my release, my safe harbor, my necessary peace. No required perfection here. Oh no, only truth, only you holding me near. Just let it breathe, just let it breathe. Nothing's can my sweet, sweet reprieve. No judgment here, just acceptance. Right here with you, my soft geometry. I peel the cellophane off the polished version I wear, the one that moves fluidly under the weight of expectation. It cost me mileage, it cost me years of careful repair to silence all the questions in my head about filtration. I keep a rigid spine for the daylight operation, but the moment the key turns in the lock, the performance ends. I leave the high gloss packaging on the fire escape ledge. A perfect woman needs no perfect friends. I don't act to adjust the dimmer switch when you walk in. You're not here to measure the symmetry of my spirit. You see the ragged edges, the thin places where I begin, and you still pull me closer just to hear it. This is where the porcelain stops and the clay begins. You built a sanctuary for the shadows I hide, where I can take inventory of my beautiful sins and finally know there's nowhere else to run and nowhere left to confide. You love the blueprint, the flaws, the unfinished design. Oh baby, the safe space is absolutely mine. Oh, I came to you weighted down with history. I tried to erase every misplaced word, every clumsy mistake I made before you. But you treated my scars not like evidence, but like edge laced, telling me those quiet moments were actually forming you. I stopped holding my breath, waiting for the critical word, the moment when the contract suddenly expires. Because you saw the worth of the story that had often been blurred, and you didn't ask me to extinguish my own fires. I don't have to look away when I mention the past hurts. I can lay the truth down flat, heavy, and undistorted. You don't categorize me by the worst of my short skirts. You just hold the door open for the me I discarded. This is where the porcelain stops and the play begins. And you built the sanctuary for the shadow side, where I can take inventory of my beautiful sin. And finally know there's nowhere else to run and nowhere left to confide. You love the blueprint, the flaws, the unfinished design. Oh baby, this safe space is absolutely mine. I used to think acceptance was tolerance wrapped in ribbon, but you don't tolerate the cracks, you call them texture. You don't just handle my baggage, you help me live it. This beautiful, messy truth, there's no other fixture. You are the one constant frequency, the steady soulful drone, the only place I've ever felt completely, safely known. The clay began and sanctuary for the shadow. You round it for me, yeah. Inventory of my beautiful sin. Yeah, my wonderful sin. To confide, you love the blueprint, the flaws, the unfinished design. Oh baby, the safe space is absolutely mine. My safe space. I'm just clay now, baby. Just breathing slow, slow. Don't you ever close this door. My porcelain and clay fade out on smooth ground. the city wires, iris focus in the day. My posture's engineered so nothing fragile gives away. I hide the seams where I've been torn, the places where I fall short. A perfect pitch veneer, a carefully curated report. But I know the low light shows the ghost of what I try to be. I'm a photograph of chaos saved in high fidelity. And I thought that finding love meant always showing up restored. But you asked for the unretouched file, you just opened the door. The air gets heavy when I'm standing at the edge, waiting for the judgment, standing on the ledge. But I felt the gravity shift when you took my hand. You didn't try to fix me, you just let me land. This is where the blueprint fails and the architecture's free, where the silence holds the unscripted honest parts of me. My sanctuary coordinates are traced upon your skin. You don't just tolerate my cracks, you let the sunlight in. You said stay messy, stay true, just bring your baseline true. This habit isn't temporary, it's the solid, soulful proof. I came in sharp edges, still unfinished at the core. Like a house built by a skeptic who keeps knocking at the floor. I waited for the moment you'd revoke the courtesy, when you'd finally weigh the baggage and decide you had to flee. But outside the world static, in the quiet where we meet, you turn down the volume of the noise inside my street. You don't smooth out the texture of the feelings that I keep. You just wrap the broken pieces up in promises you speak. The air gets heavy when I'm standing at the edge, but I trade the insecurity for promises you pledge. And I felt the gravity shift when you took my hand. You didn't try to fix me, you just let me land. This is where the blueprint fails and the architecture's free, where the silence holds the unscripted honest parts of me. My sanctuary coordinates are traced upon your skin. You don't just tolerate my cracks, you let the sunlight in. You said stay messy, stay true, just bring your baseline truth. This harbor isn't temporary, it's the solid, soulful proof. I have finally dismantled the defense I built so high, because you look straight at my flaws and you don't even flinch an eye. You're the foundation that's earthquake proof, the reason I can breathe. I never have to edit what I give or what I need. This isn't just acceptance, baby, this is active love, sent down from some sweet place that only angels speak of. Oh, this is where the blueprint fails and the architecture's free. The silence holds the unscripted honest parts of me. My sanctuary coordinates are traced upon your skin. You don't just tolerate my cracks, let the sunlight in. You said stay messy, stay true, just bring your baseline truth. This harbor isn't temporary, it's the solid, soulful proof. upset. I'm perfectly safe here. You saw the real thing, and you never let me forget it. Unedited, unfiltered, my soulful proof.
Used to spend hours by the mirror's edge, making sure the seams were tight before I left the ledge. I wore this heavy tailored mask, polished and so clean, nobody ever saw the shaky thing beneath the sheen. Felt like a house of cards built on a restless breeze. Every high note had to hide the subtle trace of unease, praying that the light inhaled just so to mask the stain. The exhaustion of pretending felt like constant rain. But when you walked into the room, you didn't ask me to adjust the light. You just saw the shadow and said it's alright. Didn't tell me to straighten my spine, didn't ask me to pose. You saw the real foundation that nobody else knows. You love the way the fracture pieces fit. You're the 100 BPM rhythm I can lean into. Every chipped edge, every slight oversight, you just hold it close and call it unfiltered light. This is my safe space, built on honest ground, where the sound of my truth is the loudest sound. I don't have to fix myself for you to see my worth. You are the softest landing on this lonely earth. Remember the small insecurity I kept folded in my chest, the quiet tremor that refused to ever be suppressed. You let me pull it out, unfold it in the sun. Didn't offer quick fixes, didn't tell me I was wrong. That's a language I hadn't heard before the day you came. Just the freedom to be unfinished without the blame. No more covering the blueprint where the construction paused. Only vetted assurance in the quiet of your applause. And suddenly the pressure released like air from a balloon. Now I can trust the sunlight even at high noon. You never wanted the perfected version on display. You love the messy process of finding my own way. You love the way the fracture pieces fit. You're the 100 BPM rhythm I can lean into. Every chipped edge, every slight oversight, you just hold it close and call it unfiltered light. This is my safe space, built on honest ground, where the sound of my truth is the loudest sound. I don't have to fix myself for you to see my worth. You are the softest landing on this lonely earth. They taught me that the only beauty was the flawless design, but the real truth is found in the texture where the fault lines shine. You didn't just accept the imperfections, no, you kissed the scar. And now my whole foundation knows exactly who we are. Finally breathing out the armor, letting it all fall down. I found my sanctuary right here in this sacred town. Oh, the softest landing, yeah. I can finally rest here, built on honest ground, where I don't have to fix myself, no. Just let my truth be the sound. My safe space, softest landing.
I carry this heavy coat of composure. Preston starts for the viewing hours. Watch my angles in the window pane reflection, making sure the cracks don't show. It's a full-time performance, baby. The choreography of having it all together. I smile wider when the spotlight hits, hoping nobody sees the frayed edge of the sweater. But the moment I turn your key in the lock, the structure melts away. I forget the script. I don't have to keep the tempo steady. I can finally drop the polished clip. Every single muscle in my jaw loosens, and the weight of the day just slips. Cause you love the static on the frequency, the torn seam of the blueprint, the chip tile in the floor. You don't try to smooth the edges down or ask me what I'm running from anymore. I am the daylight version here, unfiltered, unfinished, totally clear. You built a space where my faults sound like rhythm, and my imperfection is the only welcome key. Oh. I show you the receipts for all the times I fell short, the conversations I regret having. You look at the history like it's just rain on the pavement, not a lasting stain on my soul. You let me pull down the curtain of success and show you the anxious core beneath it. Other eyes see a trophy on the mantle, but yours see the child who's still afraid to reach it. I can confess the whispers I keep silent, the fears I usually drown in sound. You don't rush to offer me a solution, you just hold the quiet space around. Cause you love the static on the frequency, the torn seam of the blueprint, the chip tile in the floor. You don't try to smooth the edges down or ask me what I'm running from anymore. I am the daylight version here, unfiltered, unfinished, totally clear. You built a space where my faults sound like rhythm, and my imperfection is the only welcome key. Most people build high walls against the truth, but you built a soft corner just for my fragility. It's like finding a silent room in the center of the city's loudest, sharpest velocity. You are the only mirror I know that doesn't try to fix the reflection. You just hold the light steady, saying go on, show me your beautiful dereliction. Cause you love the static, don't seam of the blueprint, the chip tile in the floor. You don't try to smooth the edges down, don't try to change or ask me what I'm running from anymore. I am the daylight version here, unfiltered, unfinished, totally clear. You built a space where my faults sound like rhythm, and my imperfection is the only welcome key. The only key, yeah. Just the daylight version, babe. No more hiding in the shade of expectation. Just the rhythm of the real me. Safe with you. Oh, you cleared me of judgment. I spend my daylight hours laying control. A polished, flawless armor heavy on my soul. Every hairline cracked, meticulously concealed. A perfect curvature, a destiny revealed. I know the choreography of keeping it tight. Walking the fine line between the dark and the light. But I leave the city's frantic neon glow behind and cross your threshold, leave the performance behind. And the first thing I do when I walk through that door is let the perfect version drop to the floor. I'm shedding skins, I swore I'd always keep. Praying you still see the truth buried deep. You don't ask me to be fixed, you just let me unfold. All my messy edges, stories untold. This is the one place where the volume turns down low, and I can watch my vulnerability glow. You look at the fake thread and call it fine line. Yeah, this is my safe, unscripted scene, this space. Oh, I finally breathe here. Sometimes my rhythm gets off tempo, baby. My tempo flares too quick to shake it. I wake up with these ghosts still in my head and forget all the kind words I should have said out there. That's losing grip, it's a tragic flaw. But here, you just pull me closer, defying the law. You see the tremble in my hand, you don't judge it, you just hold it steady, subtly adjust it. And the fear I carry that I won't measure up slowly empties out of this bitter cup. I'm shedding skins I swore I'd always keep, and I trust your promises, sounding deep. You don't ask me to be factual, just let me unfold. All my messy edges, stories untold. This is the one place where the volume turns down low, and I can watch my vulnerability glow. You look at the frayed thread and call it fine line. Yeah, this is my safe, unscripted scene, this space. They say perfection is the price of entry, but you offer refuge, you grant me sanctuary. You turn the spotlight away from all the cracks, made me realize they are not burdens I have to pass. Away in the shadows, waiting for the dark, they are the essential outline, the true demarcation mark. You love the shadow just as much as the light I chase. You don't ask me to be fixed, you just let me unfold. All my messy edges, stories. Where the volume watched up, it turns down, and watch my vulnerability glow. You look at the flaring thread and call it fine line. Yeah, this is my safe, unscripted scene in space. Unscripted, babe. yeah, just the way I am. And all you understand, I'm breathing deep now, I'm finally safe. Safe place, safe place. I'm finally safe with you. Safe, safe. Oh, I can stay right here.
I walk in wearing my best disguise, a tailored smile and rehearsed replies, the kind of armor you can't see under, designed to shield me from the thunder. I've mastered the art of holding my breath, protecting the pieces, afraid of death, of judgment, of critique, of finding out that my truth is louder than my doubt. But standing right here on your threshold line, I feel the tension begin to unwind. It's been months since I let the surface break, and God knows my muscles ache. I was preparing my lullaby just in case you saw the shadows that cling to my face, but your eyes already read the weariness, the weight of perfection, the emptiness. There's no use pretending the foundation's flat. You saw the architecture, knew where the cracks were at. So let me set this heavy briefcase down before I drown. This is where the ceiling's high enough to hold my mess, where the foundation is made of grace and slow caress. You see the ragged edges and call them texture, not broken parts but necessary structure. Yeah. You are the zero filter light, the unedited space, where I can finally let the gravity lift from my face. No need for camouflage, no need for the sound check. I am the raw, untempered version, and you want that. I'll show you the notes I crumpled up and threw away, the harsh mistakes I still regret today, the silent panic that hits at 3 a.m., the history I usually try to condemn. I've got scars that aren't visible to the world outside, deep little valleys where my fears reside. I expected the shock, the quick withdrawal, the moment you realize I could fall, but you just move closer to the vulnerability. You treat my flaws like a quiet discovery, a beautiful secret, not a thing you fix. You love the alchemy of the imperfectness. My breathing always hitched when you got too close, but you didn't press, you just helped me transpose the key signature from fear into relief, turning the page on a lifetime of disbelief. The shell I carried felt too heavy to wear. Tonight I'm setting down the burden of care. Oh yeah, this is where the ceiling's high enough to hold my mess, where the foundation is made of grace and slow caress. You see the ragged edges and call them texture, not broken parts but necessary structure. Yeah. You are the zero filter light, the unedited space, where I can finally let the gravity lift from my face. No need for camouflage, no need for the sound check. I am the raw, untempered version, and you want that, yeah. Everyone else just wanted the finished manuscript. You saw the crossed out lines, the words I stripped. And you said, keep them all, they tell the full account. This quiet comprehension is the highest amount of love I've ever known, the pure, distilled kind, where my history isn't something I have to hide behind. You shifted my axis, you're my safe harbor key, the only one who truly unlocked me. Unlocked me, yeah. Just the untempered version, and you want that. The zero filter light shining. I'm just breathing here, just breathing.
I built my shell from polished stone and heavy tailoring, a stiff starch smile that showed no fraying. Spent years in the light just maintaining the illusion, hiding all the fine print of my deep confusion. Every crooked seam, every place the paint was fading, I tucked it tight beneath the perfect shading. Used to think that grace was only for the flawless, so I kept my hands closed, afraid to feel lawless. But the pressure of that gravity started wearing thin. I finally reached the point where I couldn't hold it in, when the mirror cracked and showed the truth beneath the veneer. I was waiting for the judgment, waiting for the fear, but you just stepped closer, silent and intentional. Told me my imperfection was essential. You are the softest corner in a world built of sharp edges, the only space where I don't have to climb over my own ledges. You don't just tolerate my broken parts, you catalog the art. Every fissure, every scar that left its mark, you see the shadow and you call it texture, not damage. This is the only language I can manage, where I can breathe out all the static and the sound. It's the safest ground that I have ever found. I tried to warn you about the ghosts that walk these hallways, the ones that whisper I'll fall short in countless ways. But you just listen to the whispers like that distant rain, and show me how the pressure only deepened the grain. You found the rhythm in my slight hesitation, the quiet song held in my anticipation. You look at all the places where I feel untethered, and tell me that we'll keep the pieces woven tightly together. There's no need to posture, no disguise to maintain. I feel the heavy armor just dissolve beneath the pouring rain. I used to think acceptance meant forgiveness of my past, but with you acceptance means that this is built to last. You are the softest corner in a world built of sharp edges, the only space where I don't have to climb over my own ledges. You don't just tolerate my broken parts, you catalog the art. Every fissure, every scar that left its mark, you see the shadow and you call it texture, not damage. This is the only language I can manage, where I can breathe out all the static and the sound. It's the safest ground that I have ever found. I spent so long finish line. But you showed me the strength is in the yielding, the quiet beauty that the truth is revealing. I didn't know I could be loved for what I lack. I found my straight path when I stopped trying to backtrack. You redefined hope for me, yeah. You broke the mold. You made my weary little story feel like pure gold. You see the texture, baby. You call it grace, you call it home. The softest corner, yeah. I can finally be alone with you and still feel completely seen. Fade out. I spend my whole day measuring my words, smoothing out the edges, the things I haven't learned. Every conversation is a carefully crafted script, a smile I wear precisely, right down to the lip. I carry heavy armor just to walk through the light, making sure the cracks don't show, surviving through the night. But the second that the latch gives way and I step inside your room, suddenly the polished floor doesn't matter and the spotlight leaves the gloom. I don't even check the mirror when I hear you call my name. No need to dust the shadows off, no fear of playing your game. For you I had to fix the foundation every time, but here where the tempo drops I realize I'm fine. You found the rhythm in my missing beat. You are the place where broken sounds like complete, a zero resistance zone where the filter melts away. You love the static on the screen, the mistakes I made yesterday. Baby, this is my safe space, my unrehearsed hour where I can be loud or silent and never lose my power. I can show you the anxiety tangled in my throat, the half-finished verses and the messy little note, the history I tried to paint over with a beautiful glaze. You just lean in closer and accept the faded days. You don't ask me to simplify the complicated mind. You let me fold up all the laundry I've been hiding behind. You see the frantic scribbles, the places I got lost, and you look at me like that imperfection is worth the cost. I don't even check the mirror when I hear you call my name. No need to dust the shadows off, no fear of playing your game. For you I had to fix the foundation every time, but here where the tempo drops I realize I'm fine. You found the rhythm in my missing beat. You are the place where broken sounds like complete, a zero resistance zone where the filter melts away. You love the static on the screen, the mistakes I made yesterday. Baby, this is my safe space, my unrehearsed hour where I can be loud or silent and never lose my power. Every other love I knew was conditional and slow. They wanted me to blossom, but didn't let the weeds grow. But you let the rough edges catch the light and shine. You didn't ask for edited footage, you just pressed rewind and said, stay right there, exactly who you are meant to be. This isn't just acceptance, darling, this is sanctuary. You found the rhythm in my missing beat. You are the place where broken sounds like complete. A zero resistance zone where the filter melts away. You love the static on the screen, the mistakes I made yesterday. Baby, this is my safe space, my unrehearsed hour where I can be loud in silence and never lose my power. Just breathe in, breathe out. No pressure tonight. This is where I can finally let the heavy armor fall. My zero resistance zone, my safe space in the unrehearsed hour. Hey. I spent the daylight calibrating my tone, chasing the standard built of steel and chrome. Every kinetic move rehearsed for the screen, hiding the fact that I'm still incomplete. I left the door locked on the chaos inside, fighting the truth I couldn't quite hide, applying pressure to the silhouette of the person they haven't criticized yet. But my calculated breathing starts to break, and the foundation I built begins to shake. There's a residue of judgment on my skin, heavy armor ready to cave in. I need a place where the logic doesn't hold, where the narrative doesn't have to be controlled. You are the 4 a.m. light on my tired face, the only latitude where I find grace. You don't try to polish the fractures in the glass, just hold the mirror steady while the panic passes. This is the quiet room, the sanctuary found, where my weaknesses make the most soulful sound. I can finally exhale the truth I kept repressed in this beautiful safe space of acceptance. I can leave the story unedited tonight. Let the volume drop, dim the fluorescent light. I told you secrets my reflection never heard, and you absorb the silence like a spoken word. No need for footnotes explaining the flaw. You just observe the cracks and honor the raw. You see the beauty in the parts I wanna fold, a piece of history that's begging to be told. You don't measure worth by how well I conceive. When I shared the need to fake a perfect shine, I realized that imperfection is divine. There's no expectation I have to exceed, just the same right here with me. Oh, I walk the pavement like a tightrope walker, holding balance, masking tremor in my stance. I'm a flawless conversation, a smooth talker, the kind of armor you put on for the public dance. I calculated every contour, every highlight, to ensure that the reflection matches the file. But by the time I reach your porch light, my curated smile is cracked for a little while. I used to check the frame before I stepped inside, pulling down the hemline, straightening out the line, expecting that familiar whisper you should hide. But when you look at me, there's nothing to deny. This is where the armor falls away like sand. You don't ask me to be polished, you just take my hand. It's the quiet sound of the pressure giving way. I surrender every effort I built up today. Here the air is deep and safe and slow. It's the policy of no pretense, you already know that I come with the static, the edges and the fray. And you still tell me softly, darling, you can stay. I got dust bunnies thriving in my memories attic, and thoughts that hit the ceiling like a faulty wire. I've spent years trying to make my soul cinematic, burning energy just to keep the image higher. But when I sprawl out on your worn velvet sofa and tell you the ugly truths I couldn't share before, you don't lean back and judge, you just move closer, as if the clutter is what you were waiting for. I used to dread the moment that the lights got low, afraid you'd find the fissures, the places that don't glow. But you just dim the lamps and whisper, let it go. And suddenly the shadows feel like home. This is where the armor falls away like sand. You don't ask me to be polished, you just take my hand. It's the quiet sound of the pressure giving way. I surrender every effort I build up today. Here the air is deep and safe and slow. It's the policy of no pretense, you already know that I come with the static, the edges and the fray. And you still tell me softly, darling, you can stay. You don't try to fix the wiring, you just hold the light. You don't rearrange the pieces to make them fit right. You just confirm that the crooked view is fine. The only place I'm truly wholly mine. I never knew acceptance could feel this soft and true, like sinking into cool water after running through. This is where the armor falls away like sand. You don't ask me to be polished, you just take my hand. It's the quiet sound of the pressure giving way. I surrender every effort I build up today. Here the air is deep and safe and slow. It's the policy of no pretense, you already know that I come with the static, the edges and the fray. stay. You can stay right here, right here. No pretense, baby. No pretense allowed. Oh, just breathe. Just breathe.